and the city is very, very clean. That's my first impression as soon as I landed here. Very clean, very well organized. I don't feel any danger whatsoever. And yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, I never felt any danger in these 4 days in Beijing. Completely different compared to the old subways we have in Western Europe, which are dirty, congested and infested by pickpockets. I just got back from spending 2 incredible weeks in China, and I've got a lot to share with you guys. The food, the culture, the people, but also some things that honestly surprised me, and not all in good way. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna give you some information on how to travel this fascinating country, and also why you should be adding China to your travel bucket list in 2025. In terms of cities, I spent 5 days in the capital city Beijing, 2 days in Shanghai, 1 day in Suzhou, and then 2 days in Chongqing, 2 days in Chengdu, and also 2 days in Xi'an, the old capital. I'm gonna divide this video into different parts. So at first, I'm gonna share with you what I really loved about being in China, and then later on we are gonna deep dive into some of the challenges I faced and what I didn't quite enjoy. What the hell is this? First of all, the metro systems in every city I visited, from Beijing to Shanghai to Chengdu, were honestly better than most major cities I've been to. This might look like a normal metro station. Well, it is, but it's also a residential building in the heart of Chongqing, China. They are modern, spotless clean, and super efficient. The trains run every couple of minutes, and most stations have signs in both Chinese and English, which made navigating super easy even with a language barrier. Also, all the stations have an information center. Of course, English is not widely spoken, but actually you can use like a Google Translate. The only thing is that pretty much each station has a very tight security controls, so you pass like for the metal detector, but then I mean it's quite fast anyway, so there is no hassle. I took the bullet train from Chengdu to Xi'an. Trains are smooth, super quiet, and have plenty of legroom. Train stations are massive. They are more like airports than train stations. Is this a spaceship? Not at all. It's just a normal railway station here in China. We are in Chengdu. This is the East Railway Station. There are 4 of them in Chengdu, just like this. Can you imagine? Looks like an airport. It's absolutely massive. There is an airport style security check, passport controls as well as baggage controls like in the airport, but very, very smooth, efficient, very, very kind employees. Some of them also spoke a very good English. Everything moves quickly and efficiently. You scan your ID or passport, pass for a metal detector, and boom, you are good to go. And check out this very well maintained gardens. There is a massive park actually here, which goes around you know, the whole square, which is one of the most important and most central squares of Shanghai. And I'm really impressed, actually shocked, by how all the parks here in Shanghai, but also in China in general, are very well maintained. You know, check this out. And also it's spotless clean. You know, a city of 25 million people plus all the tourists visiting each year, and the city is very, very clean. That's my first impression as soon as I landed here. Very clean, very well organized, and very peaceful, despite being you know, one of the hectic cities in the world. So in comparison, Rome, which is much, much smaller, it's much, much dirtier and you know, very, very badly managed. One thing that completely amazed me during my time in China was the incredible depth of its history. It's so easy to associate China with rapid development, high-tech cities and futuristic innovation, and that's definitely part of it. But what really surprised me was how deeply connected the country is in its past. It looks like life here goes at a complete different pace compared to, you know, the other side of Beijing. I would love to speak with someone who lives here. So if you guys live here, or if you know anyone who lives here, just let me know in the comments. Let me know how is the life here. Do you like living here, or would you prefer like being relocated maybe Anywhere else? Ni hao. Hello. Ni hao. What is the name of the game? Game?
你们有这个有没有啦
？Shangping. Hello. What's the name of the game? Name? Name. No. Okay. No, it's okay.
我们听不懂。carino questa signora.
Che carino. So nice here, guys. The little playroom, and they're playing a kind of backgammon. I have no idea. The Chinese version of backgammon. Thank you very much. 谢谢. From walking along the Great Wall to exploring the Forbidden City and all charming towns, I realized that China isn't just about what's next, it's also about preserving what came before. You can literally stand in a modern skyscraper and just a few blocks away find a centuries-old pagoda or a traditional tea house that feels frozen in time. Oh. This mix of ancient history and cutting-edge progress left me absolutely amazed. It's like the country is constantly balancing between two worlds, and somehow it works beautifully. I used to walk around a lot at night time, even in unfamiliar neighborhoods. Whether it was a crowded city center or a quiet back street in Chengdu, I never felt uncomfortable or unsafe, not once. It's quite late in the night. As you can see, or as you cannot see, it's pitch dark. But having said that, even though I'm like holding my camera in the middle of the street and I'm clearly a foreigner, so potentially a very easy target, I don't feel any danger whatsoever. And yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, I never felt any danger in these 4 days in Beijing. I see also a lot of like girls walking alone at night in these very, very dark streets. So it's a clear signal that, you know, the city is very, very safe. In terms of theft or pickpocketing, well, honestly, I didn't experience any of it. I carried a camera, a phone, a backpack, even left my bag on a table a few times while ordering food, and nothing ever went missing. There is surveillance basically everywhere. While that might feel a bit intense because it seems that we are constantly monitored, it definitely contributes to the feeling of safety. Look at the Chengdu railway station. Look at the area just surrounding this station. Spotless clean, no beggars, no dirt, no rubbish whatsoever. Normally in Western Europe, at least in Rome, you know, the railway station, it's very often the worst part of the city to be avoided at all costs. Whereas here, a lot of police here and there, a lot of control, security, and it's incredibly safe. There's police presence for sure, especially in train stations or big public areas, but they are not intimidating. Now, something that really surprised me, and I think it deserves a special mention, is that China has basically no scam culture. I would love to speak Mandarin to understand this gentleman. How much? I've been to 89 countries so far, and in many of them locals tried to scam me as soon as I landed. In China, did not happen. No one tried to hustle me on the street, and the whole taxi situation is super chill too. I just used Didi, which is basically China's Uber, and prices were fair, clearly shown in the app, and no sketchy detours. Let's talk about money, guys, because I was not expecting to find such an amazing value for money in China, in terms of accommodation, transportation, but also food. In both Shanghai and Chongqing, I stayed in 5-star hotels paying around $100 a night. To put that in perspective, in many parts of Europe, a decent 3-star hotel often costs more than that. So for the same money, I got the full luxury.
No, but it's a flat. It's not a room. This is not
very, very nice here. We have a nice living room, a massive sofa, big TV.
God.
Oh
my god!
Georgiana is super excited.
There are 2 beds in here.
Super excited.
No way, 2 bathrooms. No.
Calm down. So
no way. way. This is too much.
Big room, top amenities, spa, pool, excellent service. It really felt like getting a premium upgrade for a regular price. In Shanghai, prices were a bit higher, but still way cheaper than places like Tokyo, London or New York. In terms of transportation, both metro and taxi rides are much cheaper than many other cities in Western Europe.
This is how you travel in China in 2025. Check out this very, very nice car. These seats. You also have a small table here. You also have a pad here to adjust your seat. Bottle of water, plugs, a massive screen. We are heading to the main train station of Beijing, which is not very close to here, and we only pay $7. Can you believe? So the same service in Western cities like London, Paris or New York would cost like 50 or even like £100.
Food prices are wild. I had full meals for under $3 or $4, and we are not talking about fast food here. We are talking local dishes that were actually amazing. If there is something I will never forget about China, it's the food, guys. Absolutely amazing. Every region has its own unique flavors, ingredients and cooking styles.
It's better if I don't smell it.
The first bite is for you.
And I felt like I was going on a new culinary adventure every single day. From spicy Sichuan hot pot that left my mouth numb to the amazing Beijing duck or the famous burger in Xi'an. The variety is just endless.
Wow.
What really amazed me was how different the cuisine is from what most people outside China think of as Chinese food. It's so much more than just fried rice or sweet and sour chicken. It's rich, diverse and also full of surprises.
Alright, so let's see. What did you buy here?
You know what? I'm not hungry anymore.
Okay, we are
burning
ready.
hot.
We are ready.
Burning hot, guys. Check this out.
Oh my god.
First time I eat chicken feet, of course in China.
What are you doing? Come on. Actually, they're good, right? Huh? Yeah.
Oh,
my.
sorry. Say hello to the camera. Yeah. Not my finger.
No.
Let's go.
What's the taste? What's the taste like? Why?
It's very fat, greasy, and it has a kind of like a bit burnt taste, like kind of bacon taste. It's kind of disgusting, to be honest with you. There is this strong sense of community and family in everyday life. In the evenings, people are out in the park dancing, playing games. Now let's talk about the challenges I face in China. Probably the biggest one is the language barrier. So basically, outside of major touristic areas or international hotels, very few people spoke a very good English. So actually, don't get me wrong, it's not like a deal breaker, but this made the communication with the locals quite challenging.
你好吗? What's your name? Name? This?
不能告诉你，
你应该是你 Gabriel.
不能
Gabriel.
告诉你，
你应该是你
什么意思？
没事 I don't speak Mandarin.
我才4年级，我听不懂那么深奥的哎。
I would love to speak Mandarin. Your city is beautiful. Beautiful. Su.
Thank you。
Simple things like ordering food, asking for directions, or even reading signs could become a bit stressful. So I found myself relying a lot on translations app or gestures to get by.
This famous. Okay, famous spot. Okay. 谢谢.
Google Translate was my best friend. I use it constantly, whether it was translating a menu, asking for directions, or even having short conversations. The camera function was especially helpful in restaurants or shops, where I could just hover over Chinese characters and get an instant translation. So no English characters whatsoever. It's not 100% accurate, but it's more than enough to get an understanding of the basics. But having said that, honestly, despite all these challenges with the language, people were always willing to help, very patient, so really appreciated. What the hell is that? But this is looks a very spicy pepper. Hello, ni hao. What is this? Spicy.
火锅底料
Huh?
火锅底料
Ah, is it sweet? Sweet.
对对对对
Sweet.
拿不来锅
No.
单手拿这手
Can I try?
要不然
Yeah. Very small. Very small. Thank you.
这个是中辣的
Ah. Wow. No. Thank you. No.
来
No.
来告
No.
来这个
I don't want that today. No.
这个不辣了
No.
这个不辣了
No. You wanna kill me? 谢谢. Oh. I experienced some few cultural differences in China, which might need some time to getting used to. The first one, it's public speaking, which I understand is pretty common and socially acceptable in a few countries like China or India, for example. But for us coming from Western Europe, it might feel a bit uncomfortable at first time. I also noticed that traffic rules aren't always followed the same way. People sometimes cross the street on a red light or ride scooters for pedestrian areas. So you really have to stay alert even when you think it's safe to walk. Especially because most of the vehicles in China are electric, so you really cannot hear them coming. Also, the concept of personal space is a bit different. In crowded places like metro stations or markets, people might bump into you or push past without saying anything. Also, people very often at a supermarket or metro stations in crowded areas cutting the line just in front of you without saying sorry, without saying anything. And that's a bit rude in my opinion. So all of this looked a bit surprising at first, even a bit frustrating. But once you learn, once you accept them, it's just part of the travel experience. My first time in China was truly unforgettable. I strongly recommend to add this country to your bucket list. It's not always easy, but it's 100% worth it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you've been to China or if you're planning to go to China, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Or if you're from China, just wanted to let you know that I'm currently planning my return to this fascinating country. So if you know any recommendation, any tips on places I shouldn't miss on my next trip, just let me know. Thank you very much once again. 谢谢 and see you next time. Bye.